Take a look at this one now. It's a very interesting type of tumor. First, let's take a look at the surrounding structures. I will put the field in the normal tissue and you will describe it for me. What sort of a tissue is that? And how did you recognize it? What sort of tissue is that? How do you recognize it? Yes. What are these cells? You should be able to recognize this one. Breast? Wow, no. My epithelial and epithelial cells of the breast are much larger than this one. Yes, these are tubules of the testis with appearance of glandular structures. These are actually covered by two layers of cells, which are pretty much appearing like glandular structures, but these are like the covering of each type of tubules, yet excreting lots. Let me try to find a more informative picture of this to show it to you with markings so that you will remember what to speak about. So that would be there you go. Uh, hmm. And the picture which I like disappeared. Anyway, this is how you should recognize it and you should mark it. So stop. Yeah, I'm searching for something else. Share. I'm sorry, the computer stopped working. Hmm. Guys, do you hear me well? Oh. Sorry, guys, the computer stopped working. Anyway, sorry. Really, really sorry. So, what I searched for is something that I wanted to show to you. Yeah. So now you see. Do you hear me well again? Okay, sorry for interrupting. Now, what we should observe here would be the normal tubules of the testicles, which are built up by different types of cells. You should be able at least to mention these. And take a look now at the slide, which uh, you see it now well, I think. Let's continue further now, because we don't have much time. Anyway, the tubules here are reduced and they are on less number of cells, which are majorly Leydig cells, spermatogonias, and different types of cells which should be covering the tubules. What we should pay attention on is the idea that there is fibrosis, mild fibrosis around them, and they're looking reduced because perhaps this person is an old one, over the age of 60 or something. Or not old one, but considering the age of the professor, speak about middle-aged maybe. What we should pay attention on is that there is a well-demarcated field, which is surrounded by sort of capsule at least, and then is filled with lots of cells, which are pretty much looking like each other. It's a monomorphous population of cells. They're looking like clusters. They're looking lighter than the other ones. They are the immature types of spermatocytes that are usually building this type of tumor. The stroma is not much, and pay attention on the idea that the population of tumor cells is mixed with inflammatory cells. Very often, we may observe mature, small, activated lymphocytes, there you go, which are mixed with the population of tumor cells. Sometimes they can even make follicles with germ centers. Let's take a look at these here. Sometimes they could be spread throughout the tumor and forming different places on it. Pay attention also on the idea that there are fields in this tumor which are suffering necrosis. They're appearing a little bit more vague, if you will, lighter than the other ones. And majorly, the population of tumor cells is pretty equal. They're appearing same type of polymorphous cells with dispersed chromatin, with vacuolated cytoplasm, with nucleola centrally in the dispersed chromatin nucleus, and they're pretty much looking the same. This is a monomorphous population of cells, which is marked about the spermatocytic type of seminoma inside in the testicles, which is the most often seen tumor in the testicles. It's usually no larger than 3 to 4 centimeters of a tumor. What is important about the staging is whether it's affecting the tubules and the ducts further or the cordon of the testicle, which it's not happening actually here, and whether it's invading the surrounding structures like the scrotum of the testis, which is also not happening here. So it's well-demarcated tumor made majorly by a monomorphous population of cells mixed with chronic inflammatory cells at the form of lymphocytes. Stroma is not much, vascular system is well observed, and necrotic fields often may be observed on certain places of the tumor. Here you might be asked what other types of tumors you may expect to see in a testicle. Also, you might be asked, what else? Where this tumor might spread, or which we already mentioned, and pretty much that is all that I can think of.